is time now for all things current in California politics. We are joined by Rich Eisen, editor-in-chief of Capital Weekly publication. Rich, welcome back. We have a new poll out this week regarding the race for California governor, which we're going to be sharing, and a lot of discussion about this, Rich. The top two kind of surging right now, as is the bottom one there, Tom Steyer. Everybody else relatively flat. What are you thinking as you see this?
Well, I think when we talked about this last week, I said Eric Swalwell was somebody that I saw making the final two. I still think that. Our polling guru, Paul Mitchell, who a lot of folks know, he places the odds of two Republicans making the final two as around 19%. So that's not great. I think what you're seeing there, I think is a preview of what we very well could see after the June primary. I'm not going to count Tom Steyer out or Katie Porter out, but I would say the lift is getting heavier for them, and Swalwell has definitely got momentum.
So for Steyer, obviously he's up in this poll, but his advertising is through the roof. Do you think he's fired his shot and this is what it might be?
I don't think he's come close to firing his full shot yet. I mean, the man is a billionaire. He's got plenty of money.
Okay.
I think he plans to to use another analogy, carpet bomb the airwaves for the foreseeable future to try to get himself up there. I think none of the Dems want to necessarily see a Dem on Dem in November, but that very well could end up being the case. But I still think he's got a heavier lift than some of the others. Okay,
so for right now, you like Hilton and Swalwell as the possibles to go in June. Yes.
I mean, as of right now, I think that could be very easily seen.
Okay, State of the Union is Tuesday night. Anything of specific note Californians should be watching for in the president's remarks?
Well, I think we're going to see a wounded bull here because, as we're speaking today, we know the Supreme Court has struck down his tariffs. We've already seen a pretty strong reaction from the president on this. I think he's probably going to give a very long, very angry speech on Tuesday. Specific to California, I think there's probably a lot of things, the usual, immigration, environment, et cetera.
Okay, July 1st, governor has ordered state employees back to the office 4 days a week. The union pushback on this is very big. The governor is going to be gone in November. Is this a fight that he wants to continue to fight or let the next guy handle it?
It's a really interesting question. In speaking with us last week, he noted, the impact it's had on downtown businesses to have so many of the state workers not, in their offices. There is legislation that just got introduced this week to force state agencies to allow workers to work at home. We will see. I don't know if this is the hill he wants to die on, but it is certainly, I think, something that he is in favor of. We'll see as we get closer to the end of the year.
Okay, Rich Eisen, Capital Weekly. Rich, thank you. Always appreciate your time.